to today's 5-minute meditation. I would invite you just to find a spot where you can pause and just stand still for the next few moments. Or maybe you come to a comfortable seated position wherever you are. But the key to these minutes, this pausing during your day, is the pause. That's it. A time when you will decide, I want the moving and the doing to stop, and I want to just be for just a little bit. Let's start off this time by taking a few long, slow, deep breaths in and out. Perhaps breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, just to activate that incredible parasympathetic side of you, the rest and digest part of you. And as you're breathing in and out, slow and deep, just notice how within only a few breaths, everything can shift. And that's what our time is about here today, shifting our perspective. There's an interview with the Dalai Lama who talks about shifting our perspective is truly the pathway toward joy. Otherwise, we get overwhelmed by all the broken parts around us. We get overwhelmed by the things in life that disappoint us and cause us suffering. And just shifting our perspective won't take those things away. We're still living this human experience. There will still be disappointments. There will still be suffering. But he has taught and he has lived that a shift in perspective can truly change how you see the world, and ultimately then how you live in that world. If you live in a place where you see everything as broken, eventually your mindset is one of a broken person. But if you live in a mindset, in a perspective of possibilities and opportunities, you become a person whose mindset is one of expansion, of potential, and most importantly, of hope. It's really easy to open up the news app on your phone and get so overwhelmed and become so sad about the parts of our world that just are not working. But if we could find moments, just like you're doing now, to pause throughout our day, almost as if you're physically hitting a reset button on your nervous system, on your perspective, it's in those few minutes that you can begin to see the world differently. And eventually what begins to happen is, rather than seeing brokenness and becoming broken, you do see brokenness and you truly learn to breathe and rest within it, realizing you are not a broken person. The world has parts that needs transformation. The world has parts that need healing. And the only way those things can come is from those of us who are living from a place of peace and calm. And we can't do that if all we see is brokenness. So let's just take a chance here to begin to shift our perspective. And I would encourage you and even invite you just to think of one thing that you've been struggling with lately. One perspective of the world, one situation, one disappointment, whatever it is, just name it. Be aware of it. And as you call that thing, that situation, that circumstance to mind, realize what it is. And then as if you are actively holding it in your hand, imagine yourself just setting it to the side. It's not a matter of avoidance and not a matter of not facing the things that we have to face, but just imagine yourself physically setting it to the side. And while it's set to the side, your eyes are closed and you are breathing deeply. And without getting into the neurological impact of what you're doing, you are activating the parts of you that can come at these situations, at these circumstances with a restful, with a restorative, with a mindful perspective, rather than coming at it all from a perspective of fight and flight and freeze. Wouldn't it be so good for us to face the situations of brokenness in our world, restored and renewed, rather than constantly on alert? That's a place where I want to live, and I have a feeling it's a place where we all want to live. The brokenness will still come, but we will not become broken within it. take one more long, slow breath in. And as your eyes remain closed on this exhale, just let it all go. And before you open the eyes, just imagine yourself, the thing that you'd set down as you return back to the activities of your day. Now it's time to pick up the reality of your day, of your circumstance, of your situation. But we're doing it with rest in our spirit, with peace in our heart, and with clarity in our mind. Let that be how we continue our day. Namaste.